day. All right, jumping back into Joseph, sold into Egypt. He's been at Potiphar's house, he's prospered, and then Potiphar's wife shows up and ruins things. And he's put into prison. So we're joining him in prison now. We're in Genesis 40 now. So he's in prison. The Lord has prospered him once again. And now he's over the prison. The prison warden has put him in charge of most things. And he's talking to two prisoners who have had dreams. One's the butler and one is the baker to Pharaoh. And I love in 8. So we're in Genesis 40, verse 8. And they said unto him, We have dreamed a dream, and there is no interpretation of it. And Joseph said unto them, Do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me them, I pray you. I love this because Joseph hasn't even done anything. Joseph doesn't even know if he can interpret them. He believes he can because the Lord has blessed him with that gift. But he hasn't even done anything. He hasn't started talking to, he hasn't done anything, and he's already saying, look to God, look to the Lord. His very first thing is to direct them towards the true source of knowledge and intelligence. So he says, this belongs to God. Tell me your dreams. So he does. We know the interpretations of them. And the butler, he even tells the butler, let me see, where is that? He tells him, your dream means that in 3 days you're going to be restored to your place. So 14. But think on me when it shall be well with thee, and show kindness, I pray thee, unto me, and make mention of me to Pharaoh, and bring me out of this house. So he says, you're going to be restored to your position, but tell Pharaoh about me. And then the very last verse in the chapter, actually we'll go 22 and 23. Oh, no. Here we go. 21 and 23. 22's about the baker. He's not as important to this point. So 21, and he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again, and he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. 23, yet did not the chief butler remember Joseph, but forgot him. How sad that he had told him what he wanted to know and was so quickly forgotten by him. But I think, how often do I do that? How often do I focus on the answers that I want from the Lord, whether they be good or nonsensical, like whatever. But how much do I focus on wanting something or wanting answers from the Lord? And then when I get it, I'm so wrapped up in the excitement of having what I've been searching for and what I've been wishing for, that I completely forget the giver of that gift. That I forget to have gratitude. I forget to acknowledge him and thank him and just enjoy it with him. Like, have him be a part of it, right? Like the butler could have been like, oh my gosh, you brought me back. Can I bring someone with me? Because isn't that the point? We're supposed to come to the Lord, but we're not supposed to come alone. We're supposed to bring others with him. I am going to try and do that. I need to do that more, of remembering the giver of the gift, because that's the amazing thing about the Lord. When we remember him, when we bring others with us to him, and we just involve him and involve others, it magnifies our joy. It magnifies the immensity of that gift, if that makes sense. So I hope that you too will look for those moments of gratitude and remembering the giver, but also remembering to not come to him alone.